The distinction, are you hearing the distinction that we're making here? Most people think that by setting the goal, that's when they're doing the work. You already set the goal when you sifted through the contrast and put it into the vortex. So the things that you might be doing now that fall into the category of focusing or visualizing or commenting or making lists of positive aspects or rampaging or focus wheeling, anything that you're doing by directing your mind toward the positive outcome that you want now, that's just you preparing your grid for the allowance of what's already in the vortex. Can you feel the distinction? So step one, you've got step one and step three. Step one is put it in the vortex. Step three is let it come out of the vortex into your reality. Step one, step three. Step one, step three. I want it, and these are the reasons why I want it. So any conversation that you have that makes you feel more enlivened about it. Haven't you ever found a really fun joke and you just want to tell it to everyone till you've looped around the second or third time and they say, enough already, I heard this from you. But don't you like to find things? Aren't there things in your life that you just keep wanting to talk about? Don't you want to just keep talking about the things that please you? Over and over and over and over and over and over again. The universe never tires. We will never say to you, we've heard it. We will never say to you, stop beating the drum of these pleasant things that you want to live. You will never hear that from us. We can't get enough of your positive reinforcement of what you're wanting. And before you know it, you've just practiced your vibration into such a powerful and maybe what you would call subtle state of positive expectation. We would use the word invincibility to best describe that. You just expect things to turn out for you. Esther will always remember taking the grandchildren to see an incredible firework display. It was in Victoria, and it was otherworldly, not like any fireworks she'd ever seen. Many of them on the ground, a lot of mist and steam over the water, with the most beautiful music behind it, orchestrated, choreographed, not like anything she'd ever seen. And when it was finished, finally, it came to a crescendo, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. And finally, it was finished, and everyone in the crowd had been brought to height and more height and more height and more height. It was as if the good feelings would never stop rippling through the audience. It went on and on and on. And Esther said to Laurel, that was just the best fireworks I've ever seen. How about you? And Laurel said, so far. Because she's still standing in that place of expecting the world to just yield grander and greater and more and better and fuller and funner and faster and better, you see. And that's the way it is, you see. So any conversation that you're having about that just heightens your expectation. And we don't think that there's anything casual about that. We think that you peak yourself up. You bring yourself to that almost fever pitch of not demanding in a sense that you are commanding or controlling, but expecting in the sense that you just know who you are, you know what you want, you know what the capabilities are, you know how the laws of the universe work, you know what your worthiness is, you know what you've been putting in your vortex, you've been practicing it frequently, you've been practicing it chronically, you've been practicing it lately, you know how you feel, you know who you are, and so there, yeah, that was good again, that's good, that's good again, now what? Yeah, that's pretty good too. And you will never hear from the source within you, you are greedy, or you are inappropriate, or you are asking for too much. There is no limit, you see. It's supposed to be a chronic, steady, flowing. We love you very much, that most of you have been doing a pretty good job of blocking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now what? Everyone sit down? Everyone sit down? Yes. It's like whack-a-mole.
Whacked by Abraham.